Welcome to Highly Social 901, the podcast where we dive into the vibrant world of social interactions and connections. Join us as we explore fascinating topics, share engaging stories, and interview incredible guests who are making waves in their communities. Whether you're looking to enhance your social skills or just enjoy some lively conversations, this is the place for you. Tune in and get ready.
Hey, hey, hey.
How's it going today?
What's going on out there, people? What is going on? Appreciate everybody tuning in for Highly Social 901. When you come to chat and you stay to chill, my name is Lyle. This is my co-host, Coach Sophisticated Coach Duckett.
What's
Other
happening,
co-host,
peeps?
let's say, it's off right now.
Yeah, well,
Just handling a little business. He will be right back.
he's taking a deuce, y'all. He got the mud butt. No, well, look, he's not here to confirm or deny. So until he's able to do so, it's a possibility. Here he is.
Did I say anything?
Like, yeah, straight.
Yeah,
Boom, there he is.
I,
Glasses
yeah,
on.
I say anything.
Yeah. Welcome back,
I
brother
had,
Memphis. How you doing? How you doing, Bill?
I had said not a word, sir.
I mean, look, I was here. I heard something. I don't know who said what.
Go ahead and get this mic. Okay, what's up, buddy?
Frustration.
Oh
What's up, everybody?
no.
What's happening, Captain?
So how was your day, Bucko? Duck has already answered that question for you. Yeah, stepped off.
You know, been better days, Lois. Been better
Oh,
days.
got you, got you.
Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Nah, I had a
Salsa.
fortunate sleep-in today, an
Nigga
accidental
said,
sleep-in today.
this nigga said salsa.
How you accidentally sleep?
I can explain that very easily. So, yesterday, the 4th of September, which is today for you guys, I'm in Australia, don't forget now, Coach Duckett's down under. Yeah, it was my lady's birthday.
Why
We
did it
are
sound like
exactly
porn?
1 year and 1 month apart.
Like that's his name.
No, 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 no. I'm
Coach
Coach
Duckett.
D.
Down.
Coach D.
See?
Down under. Titty up, titty up, titty up. Let's go. Come on. Anyway, yeah.
See, he was in
Lady's
those
birthday.
old school
So
ones
on
with the
Wednesday
elevator
night,
music.
as she, saying, came over to stay over the night and whatnot, I cut off my alarm for Thursday, like, saying my usual wake up alarm, just like, oh, off, like, I don't got to get up tomorrow. And I just didn't cut it on last night. It's normally on, so I didn't think about it. Then I woke up this morning at like 10, and I'm like, man, why do I feel so fucking raw? Oh, shit. But
Why do I
luckily,
feel
the
so
commute
fucking
to work,
fired?
the commute to work is like, I could teleport. So,
Technically, you ain't
yeah.
just stand up and walk 2 steps.
No, there's a couple steps.
But
Yes,
like
yes.
always, grab your blunt, bones, papers, wax, weed, whatever you need to make a hot nigga pie, and we gonna enjoy this ride.
I got some freshly
Oh,
whipped cream and strawberries for my high nigga pie. Yeah. High nigga pie. High nigga pie. High nigga pie. Don't ask me why. High nigga up in the sky. High nigga pie.
You seem a little more energizing. You had an energy drink. You ate some candy or something.
No, I got some good news. I
Oh,
mean,
that's all. Yeah, hey, that's what's up.
yeah,
Good
yeah,
news
yeah,
got you hyped
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. Some good news got me hyped. Like, and a good sleep. Uninterrupted, no alarms going, hey nigga, life. Hey nigga, life. I was just off in my
In the chair like that.
what time is it? And I looked at my erection and just looked at the sundial. I was like, oh, okay, it's 10 o'clock. I was like, oh, it's approximately 10:15. Let me get up. Hey, good morning, fellas. This is feeling great. How you up there?
Loud camera people.
it shouldn't be moving now, but
Wow, I think I broke us. Hey, fellas, let's go. And just for y'all that don't know, as we say, the wild world of sports, we now also have the D in dessert. Yeah. So
okay.
when you
And with
having
that
them,
being said, we can just go ahead and jump to the main topic. We're just gonna talk about the finances of America before this shit go off the rails and go somewhere that it is not supposed to be going. This nigga had all the energy in the world is on today. I don't know what's up with this man.
we good. We good.
Over just the last 6 months, the job market has changed dramatically. Again. Back in the good old days of 2024, all workers had to worry about was ghost jobs, quiet firing, job washing, career cushioning, invisible overtime, application black holes, resenteeism, digital downsizing, compensation compression, burnout attrition, and when all else fails, good old-fashioned rolling layoffs. But today, the job market is dealing with a whole new set of trends. And don't worry, they come with a whole fresh list of corporate buzzwords. New economic data, if we are allowed to believe that anymore, is revealing some stark realities about the ways that people are finding a job, keeping a job, and progressing in a job. Unfortunately, as you have probably already guessed, a lot of these changes are throwing young workers, and in particular young men, out of the frying pan and into the fire. For the first time ever, unemployment amongst young male college graduates is the same as non-graduates. The share of unemployed people entering the job market for the first time is the highest it has been since 1988. And job mobility has effectively frozen. Now, I know what you might be thinking. All things considered, the unemployment rate still looks pretty good, right? Well, that might actually be part of the problem. And if all of this wasn't bad enough already, there is now a good chance that art history majors are earning more than you are.
So ever since you found out about AI, you've learned that your computer science degree is actually a complete joke.
New college graduates are facing one of the most challenging markets for entry-level jobs in a decade.
It's just like getting the first job that's so hard. I've tried to apply for jobs for like a year now, and just like most places like don't get back to me, or they just like say no.
I make fun of my college degree all the time because I'm not self-conscious. Realized it wasn't worth it, even though society deems it as a great accomplishment.
I'm about to call my school up and say that this degree that I spent 4 years trying to get, 4 years, was a waste of money.
There is a funny but not
Not one person of color was complaining though.
And I'll tell you why. Now, mind you, I'm just thinking of this on the spot now. We ain't bothered because we knew from day one, people don't fucking tell you your limitations. You work and you bust your ass and you find a way of what if it's what you feel you meant to do. And if you don't have that kind of drive and passion, then you was never going to be about it in the first place.
Make it work, nigga!
Right. These other motherfuckers, couple rejections. I'm just going to do what mom and dad did just because. I'm not going to have any like direction myself. And then all of a sudden, reality hits. You got that degree on the wall and no job's fucking calling you back. And you got to pay your debt. Well done. Well done.
What he said, shit ain't funny, loud.
I'm sorry, the first thing that popped in my head when I heard him say degree on the wall was, your degree supposed to be next to
Yeah,
Jesus.
I was thinking something else.
You stupid.
No. The interludes with Kanye. Oh, when I die, you know what's gonna keep me warm?
Who blessed this house?
Those degrees.
Hey man, next to your
That's
sisters, we've
master degree and your brother's prison issued barber degree.
The first thing that came to my mind when that man said this shit up in the head.
Instantly go to a motherfucking stoner movie.
Hey, you can't beat him up for that now.
Anecdote amongst business analysts that if you want to find an industry that's about to have really bad job security, then just look where all the Ivy League grads are going. For a while, that was oil and gas companies before the 1980s oil crisis. Then it was outsourcing operations before the Asian financial crisis, then early technology before the dot-com crash, finance before the global financial crisis, and now, over the most recent decade, it's been big tech paying huge salaries to talented graduates early in their careers. Now, obviously, there is a lot of hindsight here. Nothing can boom forever. And of course, a lot of young graduates from top schools are going to try to find a job that pays them as well as possible, if for no other reason than to start paying back that tuition. The problem is that everybody else sees these growing industries where people can make good money earlier in their career, and they try to get qualifications to move into those roles too. But no industry can boom forever, and by the time most people catch up, they find themselves overqualified for a role that doesn't exist anymore. For the last 10 years, the story has been that everybody getting laid off from their factory job should just learn to code. But before that, it was everybody should go and get an MBA. According to the Graduate Management Admissions Council, 2022, right after the dot-com crash, was the all-time peak of people enrolling in postgraduate business school in the hopes that it would boost their stalling careers. According to today, it looks like that well-intentioned but ultimately flawed advice may be going to college at all.
Sounds like a whole bunch of ain't nobody learned that you should go out and do your own damn thing instead of following the crowd of folks.
Not just that. Excuse me, I was just I'm dealing with the airways. Yeah, it's like there's almost like a natural order there where it's like you either got to be at the top of the curve or just the further you are from the space where they're in the know, the longer it's going to take to catch up. And, well, obviously, the further you are away from the answer. And so all they described was, you know, just say Steph was the first with the three, right? Like that, to splash, splash. Like, boom. Now everybody want to do it. Now everyone's trying to do it, broke the game. And so now they're going to be looking for the next, like, what's the next best thing to do? Because, oh, now this isn't working. It's fucking, yeah, man.
Yeah, I think sometimes it works. Yeah, sometimes people get where they need to go with if they go to college, get the education, and other times it's just be like, yeah, here go another bill for your ass for the rest of your life. Yeah, we just
and then it
fucked
makes me
you over.
question, like, for universities and colleges and shit to be like they're supposed to be where you go to have an avenue. What's the relationship with them in the business world? Obviously, next to none,
Man,
right?
like
And it's like, if you're supposed to be responsible for then putting these young adults who are then only slightly older, 4 years ain't much in the scheme of life, who are only slightly older, and then just throw them out there and like tell them to fucking figure it out. And they've paid that school, or they owe that school all that money. You can't line me up with a job, and you basically said I'm qualified.
Yeah, and they
Now
say that
have a
shit a lot. Yeah,
relationship,
you'll
have a
have an
relationship with
opportunity
some of
after
the
you leave.
employers, know what the fuck their needs are, and as what you sitting there passing off a fucking degrees, yep, you go here, you go there, you go there. Degrees used, wages earned, a big chunk of the problem solved. But what do I know?
It's so many times like you have opportunities
just a black
as
man
soon
in
as after
Australia.
you graduate. But as soon as they graduate, they got the bills, they got the certificate, whatever diploma, whatever you had, what have you, and then they
Piece of
have nowhere
fucking
to
paper.
work. Yeah, a piece of fucking paper. Then they have nowhere to work, but you told them they have somewhere to work like that.
Hey, like that Kanye West joint. At least when I die, I have all my degrees.
And that paper is a bit thicker, so I'm gonna be warm. I only know because I broke in. I thought it was an autographed piece of memorabilia. I found out it was a degree. Useless.
Getting off topic.
As the unemployment rate is now the same between graduates and non-graduates. After this data went live, there were several articles concluding that this signifies the end of the higher education payoff, which is probably a bit of an oversimplification for the sake of hyperbole. This is absolutely a concerning trend, but there are two important details you need to understand about it before you go canceling that college admission. The first is that if both of these groups have the same rate of unemployment, that doesn't necessarily mean that the earnings advantage of college is gone. Looking for a job as a qualified engineer is normally going to be better than looking for a job as an unskilled laborer, so even though the same share of these two groups may be out of work, the earnings of the college graduates is still higher. Also, something I feel I need to repeat as often as I can, the unemployment rate is a really narrow statistic that people pay far too much attention to as a singular data point. To count as unemployed, you need to be out of the job and actively looking for more work. Today, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, about 72% of people with a bachelor's degree or higher qualification are actively working or looking for a job. That is falling every year, which we will address soon. But it's still significantly higher than the 56% of high school graduates who are actively engaged in the labor force, and it's even worse for people who didn't graduate high school. But they are getting more involved, and again, we will get to why soon. For now, what you need to remember is that even though this particular statistic looks bad, and don't get me wrong, it is bad, you are still more likely to have a job and have a higher paying job with a college degree. But that's still not the whole calculation. Degrees are not free, and a lot of people are realizing that lifetime earnings are great and all, but sometimes a little bit of money early in life with no debt is better than more money later in life with big repayments the moment you are handed a piece of paper. The trend is that every year, the math is looking a little bit worse. And that is something that should be carefully considered for any investment with a 40 or 50-year payoff period. But that's just the statistical details that you need to understand about this graduate unemployment problem.
I'm sorry, I am not going to pay for shit that goddamn long.
There is something in Australia, and I suppose this is one of those could be corrected if I'm wrong things, but I'm pretty sure with the universities out here, you only start paying back the degree once you're like basically making money on that degree. So if I did all my shit to be a doctor, but then I go and become a shoe salesman, I'm not. Leave me alone, man. I ain't even do nothing. So like I said, I studied to be a doctor and go work at Payless.
You gotta think about the motherfuckers that go to college and everything and they fail, they flunk. Money you got to pay back then.
Walking around with that
But
F.
if you go work at Payless, what happens?
What'd you say?
You were saying if he go work at Payless, what happens?
Oh, like he basically just essentially don't end up like paying it, like, or it's at a low. It's either you don't pay it or it's at a lower like thing. It's at a much lower like percentage. But if I'm going into a job and I'm getting 6 figures type shit and I'm using my degree to get that, well then they in there like swimwear. Tax time. Knock knock.
Yeah,
The second and much more important point is that this only applies to men. The unemployment gap for graduate women is lower than it has been.
I'll tell you why. Because the internet will only look at so many dicks in a day. No. Hear me out. I'm not being funny. No. Listen, this is just truth now. It's the day and age we in. Almost any being with, you know what I'm saying, jugs and a rug, right? With jugs and a rug can sit there, put a camera on, and make some money on the side, no matter what the fuck's going on in life. I'm just being factual.
Or how they face look.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So
like most of these females out here doing this stuff with a covered up face.
And let me tell you, the statistics so far, men. Because I tell you what, if I could be up in there with like some men, let them subs drop, then hey, I mean, I might be doing that too.
What the fuck?
But that's not the way life works for men. So yeah, like we have to have actual jobs usually. There's advantages to having jobs, man. No, you're right.
It's actually been growing at the same time the gap for men has been disappearing. And the question is, why? Well, this strange difference actually reveals a lot about other recent trends in the job market. So it's time to learn how money works to find out how it's all changing again. This week's video is sponsored by Cape. Cape is a privacy-first mobile carrier that gives you nationwide service without tracking your data, selling it, or storing it longer than necessary. Traditional carriers build profiles on you, who you call, where you are, and what you do. Cape does none of that. They don't even ask for your name or address to get started. And what really sets them apart is their cryptographic SIM protection. You're secured with a 24-word recovery phrase, similar to how you'd protect sensitive digital assets. Honestly, what got me was how they handle SIM swaps. Instead of relying on some call center agent, Cape gives you full control over your. If you don't have the key, no one does. No resets, no override. It's a level of security that finally feels built for how things work today. And if you're into privacy tools, there's more. Encrypted voicemail, real-time threat blocking at the signal level, and a partnership with Proton that lets you bundle on services like Proton VPN Plus for just $1. Cape is also trusted by security leaders at OpenAI, CrowdStrike, and more. If you're ready to take your mobile security seriously, check out cape.co and you can use my code HowManyWorks33 to get 33% off your first 6 months of Cape. To switch to Cape, visit cape.co. Another subtle but extremely important change that has been recorded in the job market is the changing payoff for job hopping. We've mentioned multiple times that workers who are overly loyal to their company statistically earn significantly less over their working careers when compared to those who hop jobs for promotions or pay. But that has changed. And over the last year, the benefit has all but disappeared. Now, a little bit of that is because wage growth is just slowing down overall. But a larger trend is that the job market is encouraging staying put and doing absolutely nothing. Nobody is hiring, nobody is leaving their job, nobody is pushing for a promotion, and nobody is doing anything that could open them up to the next round of layoffs. According to industry reports, some people are even avoiding new jobs that could be considered career advancements so they can stay with a company in a role where they are past probation and feel less at risk of being let go. This is also benefiting people in less boom and bust careers like those who went and got an arts degree. Generally,
I push my promotion. I got that bitch. I don't know what the fuck he talking about on that part.
Good shit, player.
I'm supposed to hear to listen. Like, I can't really too much agree with that one. I'm pretty sure it happened to his fair share of people where it didn't go through, but I'm pretty sure it happened to his fair share of people where it did go through too.
Well,
some people you just can't deny for a promotion.
If they doing what they need to do, doing their job, hitting on all cylinders, shit, you can't do shit about it.
And some people you can overlook their ass like they was fucking 05.
Like they was a fart in the elevator. Overlook them.
These people go into fields because they are genuinely passionate about it over people who are chasing a lucrative career. They generally take less career risks and hold on to roles that they become extremely proficient at, which makes them harder to replace than random business and commerce graduate A3113. This is not the best strategy in good times if all you care about was making money, but it gave them a head start on what everybody is doing right now, which is holding on to their job for dear life. This trend of people holding on to their roles has its own buzzword, because of course it has its own buzzword, and it's called job hugging. Overall, it's not a great sign when combined with the less than stellar new jobs data, but it is the logical response by all parties dealing with increased uncertainty, which is where we get back to this growing gap between young men and women in the workplace. There is a lot to unpack there, but there are 3 key differences driving this trend. The first is the push to equalize gender balance in certain roles, but not all roles. The push has been toward getting women into male-dominated fields that require a college degree like STEM and business management, but not as much the unskilled fields that are also dominated by men like the trades and labor roles. Women in STEM has been a big focus of government programs, corporate initiatives, and school enrollments for decades at this point, and it's been highly successful at opening up the field to more.
I got such a bad thought, but I'm not gonna share it.
Man, I sure do. I've been going on about this shit for the last couple of days. Like, this shit is so easy to roll off my tongue right now.
Man,
Look,
I'm just gonna be
you need to
quiet.
get out of there before you just start doing that like without thinking, and you're gonna get us fucked up.
No, I'm thinking.
Okay, I'm just don't stop
I'm-
even thinking it now.
No, I can't stop thinking it. It jumps
Your
in there.
ass, you are way over there. So
He talking about me though, because
I'm talking about his ass.
I've been on one lately, just for no reason.
That
just
man
messing
has
around.
been on 10 when it came to
Because
this
I was like,
subject.
with some of the conversations going on in the U.S. about what constitutes being those might be changing. Because then you're gonna have some new that are gonna be much used to doing hard labor, and statistically speaking, anyway, things might balance out a bit.
I can't touch this right now with a
He
10-foot
just threw
pole.
his
Yeah.
spork in his bowl. He threw his spork in his bowl.
Give me,
Don't you be
give,
talking-
me, give me about a month and a half to calm down off this shit, because I just been bullshitting around too. So I've been saying,
Yes,
like,
and it seems like it's sticking.
I've been saying some outlandish shit.
Sticking like some honey chicken.
Like, I've been saying
Oh,
some shit so off the wall.
This man been on that real Michael Jackson off the wall.
Oh, so you have some of that Duckett's Dutch.
That shit has been funny.
That's the only reason why I've been kind of quiet right now, because they got to talk about it. I was like, yeah.
Hey, when they brought up this picture and they started surrounding her like that, I just seen this motherfucker in my head sitting there.
It's like, hey,
just
what are
now,
you?
and just
72?
screaming out. Why the hell
I'm
she ain't in the
43.
kitchen?
Oh, that's what you were thinking?
Talent. This means that men are competing with a wider base of competition than they would have in the past. And the simple fact is that there are only so many of these jobs to go around. But at the same time, the men in roles that don't require a college degree haven't had the same increase in competition. This is
Could y'all please stop? I feel like y'all trying to get me started for no reason.
Okay, all right, I'm
We just gonna keep.
I'm good. I'm
No, I
good.
just don't know why he was making it sound like it was a
Don't
Daytona 500. Come on.
Go on, get it on. Go on, get on the lap. So go on, get them on now right now.
I'm good.
I was just saying that looked like it was the first part of the basketball team coming through.
I'm good.
Woo!
isn't a
Starters,
new
you're up.
trend. Before the pandemic shook up a lot of this data, male college grads had an unemployment rate of around 5%, while their non-graduate peers had an unemployment rate of 6%.
Since I ain't gonna lie, we'll stream later. I'm going off.
Female college graduates at the same time had an unemployment rate of around 3%, but their non-graduate peers also had 6% unemployment, so the gap was much wider. Now, it's important to point out that there have been similar programs to try to get men into historically women-dominated graduate fields too, especially nursing, aged care, and elementary school teaching. But overall, they have been less successful. Now, there are a few reasons for this. If we are being completely honest with one another, there is still a stigma around this. A woman landing a role as an engineer or office executive is seen as empowerment, where a guy becoming a nurse is still the butt of the joke, and an elementary school teacher is the target of suspicion and.
Do you look at guys different from becoming a nurse?
You're not asking me, right?
You're the only person here besides me, motherfucker.
Oh, I thought he was still there. I just saw something shiny and black. That's his chair. My bad. Listen, I don't. What I don't know. I think the conversation like around it in general is just kind of comical though. Like, You know, work is what you want to work as. But I will say, as a male, a big male at that, that worked with kids for most of my like career, yeah, there were weird times in a sense of like, you know, I'm the eldest of five. I've got four, you know, younger siblings. I've been working with kids since the age of 18, and then like, you know, a father from the age of 27. And I'm sitting there watching all different ages of women just picking up kids, face just, you know, resting on breasts and shit, kids running up to them hip height, just hugging them front on. And I'm like, what the fuck? I got to give, and don't get me wrong, like, I understand, but I'm just saying, side hugs. I'm not even allowed to give a hug if, like, a kid falls, hurts themselves. I had kids in tears. I got to just sit there, like, you'll be all right. What would you do if that was your kid? Hey, man, you know, you going to be good. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you have to remove yourself, like the actual attachment, and just be like, I remember kids come up to me, oh, Ken, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Let's keep it over here. Like, it's fucking weird, man.
I know my one motto want to come to kids.
Fuck them kids. Not what?
If they ain't mine.
Yeah. Oh, but that's what I'm saying. Though. Like I worked.
That's why when it comes to
like
doing that part right there, I have no problem doing this shit. Look, shit, you all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say that's just me though.
No, I know.
I can care less about somebody else's goddamn kids.
Watch someone's kid like their head down the slide.
I'm talking to a person who's crop dusted a baby before.
What?
Exactly.
Wait, no. I'm sorry, player. You done said too much now. Now I need. What the fuck do you mean you crop dusted a baby?
I was at work. Was at work.
What the fuck? You got to explain
Me.
yourself.
I was at work. Little motherfucker looked at me a certain way. I had to fart, so I just farted and walked straight on past that motherfucker, and I heard him call.
So you could have possibly given a defenseless pink eye because they looked at you?
Hey, man, anybody can get it. Petty is, petty does.
Get it. Talk to your boy. Yeah, here dusting babies.
What happened?
Oh, wait, they got angel dust, and then that's baby dust. Blow.
What? Is new drugs out?
Yeah, I told the man about this shit before.
What happened?
That time I crop dusted that baby when I was at work.
That's all. Shit.
Yeah, I told the man this story before.
Okay. Yeah. That shit.
There was no bullshit. I just gave you the shorter version.
Damn. Okay.
Raised eyebrows. It absolutely should not be like this, and it is getting better, but it's silly to pretend it doesn't exist. The second reason is that historically, these roles have not paid as well, and men have generally been attracted to more lucrative careers either because they need to support a family or simply because that's what they valued. The job
I ain't seen no computer like that so goddamn long. Them hoes were old.
Been on a job for a while.
Them folks are using Packer Bell, nigga. What the fuck is this?
Like, my wife came home telling me of a light-skinned man who passed wind in our child's face as we were at the supermarket.
Still on it.
The job market has changed faster than those cultural expectations, which is why men seek out more typically prestigious jobs. This current gap is a reflection of that reality. Safe, stable jobs like nursing are doing really well in a bad time thanks to an aging population, while we are on the tail end of trendy jobs that would have made a lot of money in a better environment. This also explains why unemployment amongst non-college educated men has been pretty stable, because construction, the trades, and other semi-skilled jobs have been pretty stable between increased home construction and infrastructure. You can also see the beating they took after construction slowdowns from the global financial crisis, which were not nearly as bad for their college-educated peers. Now, these differences hurt women in the workforce too. When women do go into these trendy fields like technology, they actually tend to do worse when it comes to downsizing. A study on the recent round of tech layoffs sweeping the industry found that women accounted for 44% of job losses while only representing 28% of the workforce. Now, the companies obviously didn't release comprehensive.
I just seen something about that like not too long ago on TikTok. Motherfuckers talking about where are all these damn women they're talking about these jobs they got in the tech field and shit. Ain't nobody saying not a damn thing no more.
I'll tell you where they're at with the tech jobs on the other side of the camera.
Data on why they chose to lay off who. But generally, there are three explanations for this. The first is that these companies may have hired evenly, but they still segregated genders within different departments, hiring more women for jobs in HR, marketing, corporate culture, and internal development.
Y'all see that?
No.
Is he missing the eyebrow? One, he got the Jimmy Neutron hair going on, and two, he missing the fucking eyebrow with the.
He looks like
look at them
a
veneers,
supervillain.
bro.
He looks like a
Them
child
damn veneers
supervillain.
is too big for his mouth. What the fuck?
No, his eyebrows is sewn on.
Why he put
And what the
foundation
fuck
on
is
his
that?
face?
He ripped off a dog's tail and put it on his head.
This nigga got makeup on.
Is that a mohawk?
They did to him what that dude did to Woody when they had to like sew him up and shit with the paint on the
Yeah.
cheese. That's what they did.
Ugh. Those are plugs gone wrong.
Oh my gosh.
That's a landing
Okay.
strip on his.
Oh my god. His fucking goatee is lopsided. Anyway, hey, we done now. We done.
Look like a dirty
These are,
chocolate mint.
coincidentally, the first departments to get downsizing. The second explanation is that in some ways, cultural expectations work for men. They are seen as a breadwinner supporting a family where the hashtag girl boss is more likely to land on their feet. This is another example of something that employers should clearly not be doing, but women are consistently judged more harshly in high-performing roles compared to men. Unfortunately, this often happens particularly from other women, who disproportionately work in departments like HR, which can have a lot of sway over layoff decisions. The third crude explanation.
He just said women be hating on each other.
Thank
That's
you.
what he just said.
That's exactly
He just
what the fuck
said,
just said.
a woman that don't even work next to you is watching you and hating on your ass. So
And you
she
know what's
gonna
funny?
get your
You
ass
know what's
out of
funny?
there.
You know what's funny? What was the other side to it too, though? The women's being easier to let go when it come time for layoffs. And who's making the laying off? Women.
The women's.
Well, fuck me.
By
And
the
that's
way,
why they
it's
say
all them
lesbian
salad.
relationships be the most likely to break up. Can't
Not
get
even-
along. Can't get
even-
along.
Not even gonna
Really,
touch this
that's
with
yeah,
a 10-foot
that's
pole.
his statistic.
That is the
statistic.
Not gonna touch this with a 10-foot pole.
What about a 9.5?
Not at all, sir.
Explanation is that hiring practices
Look,
that
Grandma
targeted a
knows she about to get
diversity
fired.
objective over just hiring the best person for the
Here,
job
girl, take
favored
it. We
people
about to
who
go
would
anyway.
underperform compared to their peers. So when performance-based layoffs were conducted, these people were more likely to be below the
Bye,
cutoff.
bitch.
It's no secret that a lot of the cultural forward companies have pulled a hard 180 on a lot of these initiatives in the last year.
Oh, man.
Now, I am sure you can probably tell, but I am trying to be really careful about sidestepping the whole culture war rabbit hole here. But it's still important to acknowledge these realities when looking at these issues, because even though it shouldn't, it will have a big impact on everybody's career. One of the best things to do with this information is to use it to your advantage. Despite the stigma, one of the safest groups from trouble in the job market are men in previously female-dominated fields. Fields like healthcare already have a low unemployment rate, and men often find it particularly easy to get these roles because of the practical realities that they can more easily do a lot of the physical work these roles involve. This was dubbed the glass elevator effect all the way back in 1992 in a University of Texas article.
Another thing, and this is opinion, but also it's opinion based off of experience, right? A lot of times, a room full of brothers, sure, at first there might be a bit of ego and shit, you know what I'm saying, at play, and there might be a couple people trying to like fight for top dog, but eventually we usually get to figuring out like who's the fucking brains of the operation. And then, like, you know what I'm saying, we kind of like naturally almost like fall in line so we can get the fucking job done. You start throwing more and more females into that, and then there's a lot more opinions that have to be heard, that, no, why can't we just do it this way? And like shit falls apart, and it's just like, oh, well, all right, now that I see the bridge is like literally in shambles and like 22 people died, I guess we could do it your way or whatever. Like, you ain't gonna run no successful business off of that. I'm sorry.
It's really backed by data upon data upon data. So
It just popped up out of
when he's
nowhere.
saying like it holds some truth to it. Like men have been known to go ahead and be like, you know something, put all the bullshit aside. Let's get this shit done so I can get out of here. I don't want to be near you. Even if it's just that, I don't want to be near you no more. Let's get this over with so I can leave.
You get a flat tire on the way home, I'm driving past your ass. But right now, here's the wrench, nigga. Tighten that shit right there.
Yeah.
Like, yo, let's go. Now, if that was a female, oh, you want this wrench? Oops, I don't have it. Like, yo, murder she wrote, na na na.
Go ahead.
Call. It found that men often found it much easier to progress in these roles, and even though initial salaries were lower compared to male-dominated fields, after accounting for the higher chance of career progression, the lifetime earnings shifted back into their favor. Now obviously, don't pick a job because of some video on the internet. Healthcare and teaching are no joke. But also don't let some business school douchebag talk you out of it, because chances are you will end up earning more than them. Genuine professions like this are also more reliant on performance compared to office politics. Go and watch this video next to find out how we forgot what professionalism even means in the modern workplace. And don't forget to like and subscribe to keep on learning how money works.
Motherfuckers don't know how to be professional.
Yeah. You know one thing, you know one that's an actual pet hate of mine?
That's crazy.
Oh, what's up?
This video is gonna show actual Kang straight the fuck on.
Oh, nice. No, like actual, like, you know, Peter Griffin. You know what really grinds my gears? Like going to the supermarket and then like being forced to check my own shit out.
Forced? You don't just do it willingly?
No, but this
hold a gun.
No, because there's no like actual aisle things operating. So they'll just be like, you know what I'm saying? Say like for one of us, Kohl's is one of our like, you know, main name brand supermarkets, right? Going to Kohl's past like my local one, I don't know, like almost after dinner type shit. You might be lucky to have one conveyor belt going. And then they'll just have one staff member standing in like the middle of like, you know, maybe up to about 10 or 12 like self-service machines. So when I say forced to, like pretty much, and they're basically then dictating that you can't do a big shop late at night because who the fuck's gonna check your shit out?
You just standing there?
Like, you know what I mean? So
you can watch me scan all of this.
Yeah, no, that should be pissing me off because I'm like, you're not making the groceries cheaper because I got to do this shit myself. So where's the actual benefit to, like, you know what I'm saying, me, the customer? Ain't none.
Exercise.
I got, listen. Lot of hand exercises, sir. Whipping up fresh cream from strawberries. Lots of exercises, sir. Working on that shot. All of that. And don't forget shadow boxing.
I don't like the fact that he said he working up cream.
No, whipping up. You never whipped up some cream? I have.
Don't look him in his eyes, y'all, when he's trying to save your life. Don't look him in his eyes.
Nah, I'm just saying. I whipped some cream up.
So Loud, what's your thoughts on that video, my guy?
Yeah.
You ain't got nothing to say?
A little something to add?
Not touching that shit with 10 foot. Ask me 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months.
2 months? That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's not usually how interviews work, sir.
It's like, good thing this ain't an interview. This is a podcast, nigga. It's called Doubling Back.
I mean, we were trying to interview you real quick, like, you know, what you think?
It's called When My Thoughts Get Back Correct, because
Okay.
Not touching that shit with
Memphis, my brother, with the torch. What did you think of the video, my good man?
They wasn't he wasn't doing them, but just spitting out data, actual facts, stuff that's been ran through compute. Us motherfuckers done went to actual places, sat there. It was like,
copy paste.
Yeah. So it's just, I'm pretty sure all of us done heard something along the lines of this stuff on the internet
or experienced
TikTok or experienced it, seen it happen, what yourself, all that. Yeah.
Synced it.
So synced it. Yeah. Synced it. Loud, what you think about
it? 2 months later. Yeah, Loud. Tell us, Loud. Tell us. What do you think? Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my tenure acting up.
All right. Damn. Yeah. Hey, he was passionate. Passionate. Oh my gosh. He was passionate about that. Y'all heard that?
Man,
we got all of it. Did y'all?
All of it crammed in there together.
Like the veracity and the feeling.
The passion.
You ain't got to hear his vocal intensity.
The bass.
Like
the acoustics were fucking crisp.
And this is why we're all on the podcast together. That emotion, that raw emotion.
The integrity in his speech.
Did y'all see when he bucked his eyes and they turned red?
That little bit of spit that comes out when you like really giving it to the crowd.
The thick globs, not the little thin shits.
The shit you need a poncho up to row 5 for.
That shit that make a motherfucker like if they was in jail, come to you hard as hell. You didn't write me, bitch.
Okay, I don't know where he going with that. Time out. Yeah, we gonna move on. My man said, you ain't gonna get these buns.
Y'all
Oh,
One
boys
man,
wild. Y'all know
one
that.
pillow.
Y'all folks is fucking wild.
I'm just saying, look. Memphis went to a real dark place, and I ain't want to follow him there. It's all right. You okay, Memphis? You good?
He was start having flashbacks about people taking the spork.
Nah. See, because if they took the spork, they got the spork. You know what I'm saying? Always carry one.
Me and him just said the same thing.
Aggressively?
Me and him just said the same thing. Just he was here with it. I was here with it.
I'm just
He was
letting
here
you
with
know.
it.
I'm just
I
letting you
was
know.
here with it.
Yeah. Degrees of difficulty. So Loud. A different question, but on topic. You think you need a 2-month mental hiatus from input to shit, huh?
The input
Yeah.
on that topic, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Because I just started saying something.
Off the wall. Shit.
Mm.
Hey, Loud been on that shit. He been busting in the room. Boo! All right, I want it to all you bitches. What?
Every last one of you.
Pretty much.
Don't you see my name on the
all
store?
you bitches.
It says Panky, nigga.
Oh, do it again. Say it again, motherfucker. And this shit is over. Oh, shit.
He be sitting there doing the high knees on the spot. You motherfuckers, I swear to God.
All right.
Yes, please.
Okay.
They do need help. They trying to set me off for no reason.
Oh, no, we just want you to be part of the show.
I have been part of the show. I've been speaking until it got to the end of it. And when
you
that
hit
part
me in
come
the
up,
ear hole. You hit us in the ear hole, right, Memphis? He got us in the ear hole. That was messed up. Your
This
speech
is not
was just
scary movie, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
Hey, yo! See, I was here, and then he went here. I know exactly what you're talking about, you nasty bastard.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real with you. I ain't care shit that nigga said.
You didn't? Oh, no. A scene in fucking, yeah, it's scary
I
movie.
said this ain't scary movie.
Yeah. That's why I hear shit that nigga. I'm gonna keep it buck with you. But man, you know, shit's out here getting tough. Economy getting harder, worse, rougher, whatever you want to use, you know.
What Tupac say? People gonna start
So close.
looking at the wealthy folks.
I was so close to say.
No, it's all right.
I was sitting here. I ain't finna say nothing. I see it on his face.
No, jobs is definitely harder to find, and the wealthy people are gonna start looking appetizing. What happened to that healthcare dude? Dude just walked up on him in a fucking rent-a-bike.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Right? Like,
how did you know when he go? You was sitting on that nigga for weeks, waiting for him to come out that fucking building. Like he was for real deal, a baby boy from fucking state property. He was waiting on this motherfucker ass coming out that bitch. Oh my gosh!
But Loud, what was you saying?
Okay, shit. I guess
These niggas are trying to throw the alley, but I'm not gonna catch you.
I guess that's what we leaving it for tonight.
I'm coach. I
mean,
picture
you going just bullshitting around talking and shit, you know.
Yeah. But where you trying to go? Where you trying to go? Yeah, where you trying to go? Actually, I'll tell you something funny.
I think of some shit. What's up?
I have been gearing up to get ready to play some cards with my ninjas, because now and then we go in and out of like playing spades together. And his son's playing football. That season just finished, so as a parent, obviously, weekend time is a bit freer now. And got of course a couple of the classics, the blue and the red, very nice spread, the bicycles. You know what I'm saying, right? And then I was out there yesterday, and I haven't even opened these yet, but I'm gonna open them now. It's a funky deck. It's like gold, and I don't know what shade of red you would depict that as, but yeah.
Oh, you bougie nigga. Okay.
Okay.
Say he bougie. Oh.
Why my water not sparkle?
I have to go make a pick up. If y'all stay along, I'm gonna have my stream up. I have to go pick up my lady. So.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Don't drop him.
I would be
back
in the future.
Yes, sir. All right.
After he showed these cards, we just gonna end this shit.
Yep. Sound like a plan. Oh, you don't feel safe in here with me? Okay. Okay.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
listen, loud. We could talk. We could talk. All right, what we got? I love the feel of new cards. I do. All right. Ooh, it's got like a nice little gold color.
It almost looked orangish. I believe he was gold, but I think
Yeah,
it's
with the
just because
light.
of how it was on the camera. So yeah.
Oh, no, okay. I see what the dude was saying. So again, you're probably not gonna be able to tell that. Actually, you know what? I'll get the other one so I can show you the difference. It's like it's not black. It's like a purpley, almost like the color of the box, but like again darker compared to just like a regular joint here. Where is the Joker? There it is. All right. So from the blue pack, we've got. You can see that's like very bright, and then in comparison to the red pack, see how like it's not as it's yeah, just like a different color scheme, but funky. Yes.
Might have to find one of those just to have it into the collection of shit that don't get touched.
Smooth. Yeah, see, it's not like a regular black color.
Yeah, it's not.
Because like you go through those, and you can see like that's clearly different. Yeah. No, it's cool. So when I got like what I'm saying, my favorites over, I'll bring out these, and then for the hustlers and bustlers, they get the blue and the reds.
I feel like he's gonna have all the fucking card collection.
I
feel like
mean,
that's a
on the
rabbit hole
low,
that might be. I feel like that's a rabbit hole that might be a little nice though.
maybe get a different deck of cards. Well, I found a store that
Random set.
does sell a few. But man, for some of the different like novelty packs, they want like fucking $40 for a pack of cards. $44. I was like, yo, kiss my nuggets. No dipping sauce. Straight nuggets.
The motherfuckers better deal me the right hand every time.
Every time. Right. Let me put my code in. Boop, 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 boop.
No, it's me.
I'll be getting top 5, first 7, ace check all in one hand.
So how much you pay for that dick?
That one was only 16.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, knowing that the other ones were 40, I was like, oof, those look nice, but 40, I don't know, for a deck of cards. And then he was like, oh, no, like, I'll show you on the computer. Dude was like really into his cards, like for real. So yeah.
So if you was to go down that rabbit hole, you already got somebody to help you.
I mean, you asked me to make friends with a random clerk at the store. That's a lot.
I didn't say make friends. You just go in there, ask questions, and find he'll help you. Be able to help you better than anyone else can. If he's already showing you that he knows the information. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Valid point, sir. Valid point. Yeah, I saw that the other cards were like 40 something. So looking at these cards, seeing that they were like a bit more so unique, I was like, I like them, but. And then the price was on the computer screen, and that website was selling them for like $18. And I was like, oh, if it's less than 20, shoot. But theirs is less than 20. How much is yours? He's like, no, we should have it for about the same. I'm like, oh, really? Man, he had them. So, and it was for like 16 instead of 18. So, hey, $2 saved, my man.
Nothing wrong with saving the whole $2.
$2 used to get you a slice of pizza, a 50-cent soda, a honey bun, a pack of and some now and laters.
Nigga, how old are you?
247,652. I've been around the world and my neck and my back. Nah, stop it. Let's go. Hey man, it's been a decent couple days, man.
Man, ain't no wrong with it. You got the energy, you got the energy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no wrong with that.
Sometimes.
Yeah, as you can see, I am.
You playing anything later?
My energy levels are low over here, sir. I don't care because I don't know what I want to play.
Okay. I'm checking out that PoE.
The who?
PoE, Path of Exile.
On the 5?
Yeah, on the 5. Path of Exile 2. I had to pay for the beta, or like the early beta access kind of thing. I did that. Mm-hmm. They had an update. Honestly, it's like heads and tails with it. There's like a couple of bugs and shit, which obviously that's kind of like why they're letting us run through it, so they can experience the bugs early and try to get rid of them, you know what I mean? Before the game goes public, so like you expect them, but obviously still as a game player, it's fucking annoying. And there's like a couple of audio ones at the moment where it's like it just distorts the audio, something shocking. And then like it eventually just goes away on its own as well. So Yeah, it's like, all right, cool. I get to try out the game, and yeah, man, the game is nice. It's fun to play. It's challenging. Like, it's a good run. But
What
then
is
you
this
got
game about?
to think of like Diablo 4. It's kind of like
Oh,
that, except, oh, kitty, get him, kitty. Some bullshit in the. There we go. Yeah, well done. Timing was impeccable. Sniped. Yes, well done. And fuck, what was I saying? Lost myself. I got distracted by the damn.
I got lost.
Yeah. Now someone just joined in. Kitty, where were we? Where were we? Gotta wait a moment. Anywho, looks like it's about time to wrap this moment up.
Yeah, I was just letting you finish about explaining what the path of exile is. But
That's what it was. That's what it was. No. So it's like Diablo, similar. So it's like a top-down. Your powers, obviously, throughout the, the buttons. There's a full-on, story and, theatrics and shit to it. The tale is fun. The enemies, they'll slap the shit out you if you fuck up. Like, yeah, it's very challenging. But it seems to be a bit more involved than Diablo. Diablo is very much like what you see on your gear. That's kind of like it. You have your powers, you unlock your abilities, and then you got like a end of game once you get to max level. Some other shit you earn, but no,
how
this
was the
is
view?
the view. It's about the same as Diablo, just like a little bit like sort of lower and behind, but still kind of like up. So you're watching your character go around, top down.
That's the only problem that I really be having with Diablo is the camera.
I mean, with this game though, you almost need it, like, because stuff
it's
will.
fun. Like when I be playing this, I do have fun. I just get tired of looking at it like that. That's my
That's
only
right,
thing.
Kitty.
Other
Yep.
than that,
Yeah, Diablo was like, to me, it was fun, and then I felt like for whatever reason they just tried to make it like near impossible, and I'm like, oh, okay, like you almost had to be playing in a squad to be able to get through anything because you just get swarmed and like you're fucked. With this one, as long as you're not running into the middle of shit, you're like aggravated a little bit of the herd, fall back, take them out, move up, rinse, repeat. You're all right. And then like as you get your powers and shit, like yeah, no, it's fun. And then you're obviously with the 4-man squad, you got some things that chain throughout the group. Like just say for example, everyone's using electricity, at least 1 or 2 abilities with electricity, and then 1 or 2 people have a bonus, proc and shit and all that kind of stuff. Like yeah, it's fun. It's fucking fun. All right.
can't wait to see somebody play this. I think this is something I need to like actually put eyes on.
Well, I think maybe if not next week, the week after, I might do a little playful stream. I got my PlayStation turned off at the moment upstairs, and I'm gonna bring it down here and try to get a few things set up. So that'll be a conversation for another time, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, hold on. Beta something is like Diablo. Oh, Path of Exile too. But in there for you, just in case. 1 second, Kitty.
Yeah. While he typing. Appreciate everybody coming through. As y'all see, since they had to dip out a little early to go be bald-headed hoe. But anywho, I am your host, Loud. This is my
Peace.
if y'all coming through from YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all them good little things. Notifications on,
You just called that man a bowling ball.
No, I called him a bald-headed hoe. There's a difference.
That's what a bowling ball is. That's in the gutter. Bald-headed hoe.
This nigga.
Especially when that shit slip. Like, oh, I got this strike. Bald-headed hoe.